Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story is from Adventure 314, published in November 1963, with story by Edmund Hamilton and art by John Forte. And this is part 2. In the previous story, a villain managed to sneak into the Legion clubhouse and steal their time bubble, went back in time, and grabbed up 3 of history's greatest villains. 3 mighty superheroes of the Legion, admired by all for their championing of justice and right, are changed by an incredible scientific transformation into 3 super criminals, and then ensues a super struggle among themselves, the Civil War of the Legion. Our powers can't stop Superboy or Mon-El or Ultra Boy. They're coming after us to destroy us all. So he has Nero, John Dillinger, and Adolf Hitler. This is our goal. The mighty machines of alien science of Lost World will give me power over the universe. So Lost World is this planet that just kind of entered our solar system, or our solar system, and it's currently being monitored by Mon-El, Superboy, and Ultra Boy. So they have put on these. Put on these cowls. They're specially treated with lead and various chemical compounds, through which not even a telepathic wave can pass, let alone a glimpse of your real identities. Ugh, such hoods my executioners wore, to behead enemies of my Third Reich. So they show up, and the Legion is confused. It's a good thing I came back to double-check, Superboy. Who are these sinister people? Despite my powers of telepathy, I can't read their minds. Well, I'll give you a hint. Saturn Girl. In the previous section, it said, those men with him are Nero, Dillinger, and Hitler. So, yeah, that's probably who they are. Superboy, we assembled the 3 greatest villains of all time, whose identities shall remain temporarily secret. Okay. Unless you disband your Legion at once, we'll destroy all your members. So they can't use their penetravision or Superboy's X-ray vision. Stop wasting time. Your superpowers are helpless against us. Well, what is your answer? Remember, your refusal to surrender means your certain destruction. We cannot accept your ultimatum. Our Legion of Superheroes wasn't created to yield to evil and tyranny, no matter what price we must pay for our principles. I have no idea what he's talking about. These are 3 regular humans. I mean, why would they possibly be able to beat the entire Legion? So he heads out, but he has another weapon that they didn't know about. Well, you've seen the guards. They wouldn't listen to reason. Now let them suffer the consequences. You 3 will overcome them by means of my greatest invention, the Psycho Changer. That's why I brought you from the past, to get rid of the Legionnaires once and for all. So they're there with the Psycho Changers on their heads, and they're approached by Mon-El, Superboy, and Ultra Boy. Those 3 men, I recognize them from history. Yet it's impossible. They're all dead. Well, wait a second. We have a time bubble. What are you talking about? So he uses the Psycho Changer to transfer their personality, not their body. It's worked. My Psycho Changer transferred the personality of Hitler into the body of Superboy. Of course it worked. Hurry, Dummkopf, and transform the others. Now, I'm very confused. So he says they transferred the personality, but I think, I don't know. I don't really understand if it's actually Hitler or if it's just his personality. But they've each gotten one of the villain's personality transformation. And so the villains have gone into a coma. I saved each of you and gave you bodies with superpowers. So the way he talks implies that they really have transferred consciousness, not just personality. Haha, this fool thinks we'll help him instead of helping ourselves. He should know we can't be trusted. But you promised. So they take this piping or a steel bar and tie him up. I don't know why they don't just kill him. But I guess maybe he does give them information later. The 3 criminals are on Lost World, but I was unable to read their minds. Okay, so now they find out, Well, Saturn Girl is able to use her telepathy and says, "This isn't Superboy. Not mentally. I could telepathically sense that they're different, evil. They're really Hitler, Dillinger, and Nero. No, it's impossible. It's true, I'll use my superpowers to destroy you unless you can explain to me how we can use the great machines of the world." So they can't stop the big three. So they start showing them around, but they're trying to hide the power of that power tube. But the weapons are pretty impressive. Although, I don't know. There's Superboy, Mon-El, and Ultra Boy, so do they need the weapons? I'm not sure. So they turn on, the Legion turns on this weather machine to try and take out the three, but to no avail. They can't stop them. And the Legion takes off. With our super speed, we can tail their ship and give them the works. It's not necessary, Dillinger. They'll never dare come back. Our prisoner, Alector, can explain that mysterious machine to us. Hitler's right. So they're trying to come up with a plan. And they're going to kind of send their stealth group in there, which would be Chameleon Boy, Shrinking Violet, and Invisible Lad. So they try to sneak in, and they are caught because I guess Superboy is able to use his super hearing. And so they grab up the three Legionnaires and find out that that giant pipe is used to move the planet around. We're moving it to put it in orbit near Earth. With the weapons here, we'll dominate Earth and all the worlds. Okay. So now this is very interesting because I have done a segment, and I want to do it more, on who is the most powerful Legionnaire and who is the weakest. And I had Saturn Girl as the most powerful because of her ability to control minds. But she doesn't appear to have it anymore. She says, "I'll thoughtcast into their minds knowledge of each other's vulnerabilities." So I've never heard of her using thoughtcasting. Superboy's vulnerability to green kryptonite, Mon-El's to lead, and Ultra Boy's to radioactive force. Again, at this point, Ultra Boy just has his penetravision. So somehow his powers have changed. And I know his powers are going to change in the future. But it seems like Mon-El or Superboy should just be able to smash him, take him out easily. Mon-El no longer has to fear lead, provided he drinks an antidote every 48 hours, which he hasn't done. I don't remember that being a thing. Maybe they mentioned it before. So apparently he only needs it to be invulnerable to lead, but he doesn't need it to live. So now he's vulnerable to lead as before. Each one of these villains is now aware of the other's vulnerability. And of course, since they're villains, they want to take out each other. So Ultra Boy throws lead at Mon-El. Mon-El sprays green kryptonite on Superboy, and Superboy uses, radioactivity on Ultra Boy, which I would have thought he could just blast him with his X-ray vision or something like that. So with all three of them taken out, Alector transfers their personalities back. Then for a while I was Hitler. You did a great thing, Saturn Girl, turning those plotters against themselves. We'll take them back in the time bubble to the exact moments when they left their own time. History will not be changed. They'll meet just retribution. While you were gone, we three used super strength to push Lost World toward the cosmic cloud. It's just now entering. It will remain hidden in the cloud and never be seen again. And let's hope the Legion will never again fight against itself.